While working on several cabinets for my kitchen remodel miniature, I decided I needed a better hinge for the cabinet doors, so I came up with this one. It's not the simplest process, but it serves my purpose. I decided to create this interim video before I get back to the kitchen ones.
In a world, a tiny, miniature world that exists only in her imagination.
Hi y'all, I'm Tippy Cal, Mini Maker Sal's imaginary friend and video narrator. This video will cover how she made a hidden hinge to go inside her cabinets to keep their doors closed neatly. First, Sal used a thin piece of linen and brushed Mod Podge on both sides of it. This was to be part of the hinge. She then cut out a piece of the linen fabric, 1 inch wide, which she lightly scored down the middle to get a crisp fold. Because she might need to see the inside of the fold, she drew in a pencil line. She made a test cabinet box, gluing on a piece of foam board at the bottom to be the toe kick base of that cabinet. Using a 1/16 of an inch thick piece of basswood, Sal cut 2 1/8 inch wide strips and 2 1/8 inch square pieces to create a sleeve which the linen would slide through. She glued these to the inside of the cabinet as shown here. Using Mod Podge, Mini Maker Sal glued the linen to a piece of knit fabric that stretches to just under twice the width of the unstretched fabric. She reinforced the top edge of the knit fabric with a bit more Mod Podge. Next, it was time to measure the width of the to-be-hinged edge of the cabinet and the sleeve. It was 1/4 of an inch. She put glue on the part of the linen to attach to the door and then marked a 1/4 inch line from the to-be-hinged edge of the door on the inside. With the linen folded along the score line, she glued it to the inside of the door 1/4 inch from the edge. Measuring the width of the hole for the linen to go through was next on the list, along with marking the linen for the width to cut. Sal next put some Scotch tape on the knit fabric to stiffen it to push through the sleeve. She then put a piece of double-sided tape on the 1/2 inch end of the linen to check placement on the door to make sure the door would open as it should. She later removed the pieces of tape. Mini Maker Sal then glued that 1/2 inch end of the linen, attached it to the door, and let it dry. As you see, pressing it down from the open back of the cabinet didn't work as well as doing so from the inside of the door. A small stick was coated with Mod Podge, then stuck to the knit fabric to give support to that fabric so it could be glued to the inside of the cabinet. That stick was attached so the knit fabric could be stretched a bit when glued to the cabinet, aiding in keeping the door securely closed. Sal then coated the visible side of the stick with Mod Podge, as well as adding it to a bit of the knit fabric that would soon be trimmed. Time to glue the hinge stick to the cabinet. Sal put a piece of duct tape to hold the stick in place when she glued it to the cabinet and while it dried. After the glue dried, Sal took the duct tape off of the knit fabric. It stuck very well, so she had to do that gingerly. Next was cutting off the excess knit fabric behind the glued stick so it wouldn't interfere when she put the back of the cabinet on. And that's what there is to Mini Maker Sal's hinge. The door only stays open if you hold it. Sal cared more about the doors keeping neatly closed than leaving them open. This shows a close-up and a drawing of the hinge and how it works. It may be more than you want to fiddle with, but for others who are picky in the same way Sal is, you may find this info handy. With that, let's get back to Mini Maker Sal. Thanks for viewing this video. I hope you have fun creating your hidden hinges. If you come up with any modifications to it, please share that info in the comments below. My next video will be the making of a few more mini kitchen cabinets, including the sink. It may be in a few days or longer, depending on what else is going on in my life. Please click like and subscribe, and be sure to leave me a comment.